Hi, everybody. Happy Saturday. I hope you all are doing very, very well. Welcome to another fun and cozy live reading sprint here on our channel. We appreciate you joining, and we're so glad you're here. I'm Stacey, and I run this channel with my twin sister, Steph. We love everything with reading and books. We're huge bookworms, so after watching so many other booktubers on YouTube do their own sprints and loving them, we decided to start hosting our own. So we do have a couple previous sprints on our channel under the live tab. If you want to go check out the replays, we always add them there after the lives. So we've done 2 sprints already so far, and this is our third on this cozy winter weekend. The theme for this sprint is winter weekend, just because, or snowy winter weekend, because we have some snow here in CT and it's raining. So it's just a cozy wintry weekend. But thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate it. I'm here live on camera, and Steph is going to be in the chat today because she's not feeling the best, but she still wanted to sprint with us. So I'll be the only one chatting on camera, but she'll be in the chat. So we really appreciate you joining us. I'm just going to write a comment here. Let's see, making sure stuff is on. Just give me a second here. Steph, if you're watching, put something in the chat so I know that you're here. I was having some technical difficulties, because I'm still learning this software. I'm still learning, like, how to use everything, so bear with me. I appreciate your patience. But, I'm gonna be sharing what I'm gonna be reading. Let us know in the chat what book you're currently reading. This sprint is actually taking place here on YouTube during a 24-hour readathon that's going on in the BookTube community. It's the Let's Get Graphic readathon. So basically, the people who are running it, they're just going to be reading graphic novels, which is a fun idea. But I'm personally not a huge graphic novel reader. Neither is Steph, and we don't really have many. So we're gonna participate in the 24-hour readathon that has already started, but we're not gonna be reading graphic novels, if that makes sense. Like other people in the readathon are. We're just gonna read whatever we want and just participate, like, in our own version of the sprint, if that makes sense. So, I finished a book on Thursday night. I was reading Bridget Jones's Diary, and I absolutely loved it. I saw the movies previously, and I, like, loved them, so I got the book in a little free library, so I figured I would read it. I'd been wanting to read the book for a while just to see if it's similar to the movies or not, and I absolutely loved it, but, I actually think the movies were even better the movie was better than the book, which a lot of people said on Goodreads, so that really surprised me. I was not expecting that because usually the book is better than the movie in most cases. So that was like, yeah, that was interesting. That I actually liked the movie better, but I mean, it was pretty much the same. They really took a lot from the book when they made the movie, but comment in the chat if you've seen Bridget Jones' Diary, even if you're watching the replay, if you've read or watched the movies. I love both and would love to hear your thoughts. But I appreciate those of you who are on the replay as well. Thank you for deciding to take the time to watch our replay. We appreciate it. And I just want to check YouTube really quick just to make sure everything is good here. All right. I'm just gonna add a comment here. I just wanna make sure Steph is here at some point and that she can see everything. Okay, so, after finishing Bridget Jones's Diary, I was having a lot of trouble deciding what to read next. I'm in a weird reading mood, to be honest, right now, and I'm a huge mood reader, so I literally will just read what I'm in the mood for at the time, and, like, with the season and how I'm feeling. So, I've been thinking, yesterday about what I wanna read, and I think I figured it out, but I'm gonna show you. So, this is the pile of 4 books that I'm thinking about reading. And they're all good choices. I made like a spring TBR. I'm actually filming a reading vlog this weekend with Steph. So, definitely watch that if you haven't seen it. It should be up soon on our channel if it's not already for the 24-hour readathon. Wanted to film a reading vlog, but I explain all this more in the vlog. That and I show you, like, my TBR cart and everything. So, I don't know, I'm just having trouble deciding what to read next. So, the book that I think I'm gonna read is this one. It's called Love a la Mode by Stephanie Kate Strome. This was actually Steph's book. So she bought this a while ago, and I think she was going to get rid of it. She didn't read it, but I think she lost interest, so she wanted to unhaul it. Every time she's going to unhaul a book, I always look at it first before like we donate it just to make sure it's something that I don't want to read. So I think this was one of those books that she lost interest in, but I read the back of it and I wanted to give it a try. I thought it sounded pretty interesting. And it is a YA book, which is not something that I typically read anymore. I used to be a huge YA person, but now that and there's nothing wrong with reading YA as adult, but just for me, now that I'm 28, I feel that like YA books now are a little too young for me. So no hate or judgment if you still like reading YA and you're older. There's nothing wrong with it. I believe that everybody can read whatever genres they like and they should not listen to anyone else's opinion. But for me, like I said, YA is just starting to get a little too young for me, but I do still enjoy the occasional YA book. So I am gonna give I think this one a try today first. I'm gonna try to read some of it during the sprint, and then like if I'm not feeling it, I'll just put it down and try something else, and I'll try one of the other books I have here. But I'm gonna give this one a try. It looks really cute. I love the cover, and it's about like cooking in I think Paris, so it's just right up my alley. I love cooking shows and everything like that. Um, and anything that takes place in Paris, of course, let us know in the chat if you've read this book, and what you thought, or if you want to read it, or if you've heard of it, anything like that. But I'm gonna give it a try during the sprint. So that is what I will be reading during the sprint, and um I don't know if Steph's here because she's not in the chat. Um, but she is reading a book by Julie Kagawa, and it's either in the Iron Face series or it's like a companion. I'm not sure. It's one of those two. But she read the Iron Fist series, like the other books, and loved it. It's a fantasy series by Julie Kagawa, if you've heard of it. I have not read it. I don't know too much about it, but I know Steph like really, really loves it, and she loves Julie Kagawa's books and everything. So I know that's what she's reading today. So she's reading fantasy, and I'm reading like I guess you can call it like contemporary or romance or whatever. Um, so yeah, those are the books that we're gonna be reading, and when stuff comes on, she can put it in the name of it in the chat. And I'm just gonna send her a message really quickly. Just to make sure she's coming in because I want her to join. So thank you for your patience. I appreciate it. But I hope you all are having a really nice weekend so far. Or whenever you're watching this, I hope you're having an amazing, amazing day. I can't believe it's March already, and I'm super excited. I'm always excited for a new month. I'm the kind of person where I just look forward to a new month and I try to just enjoy every moment as it comes every month. But there's something about like starting March that just like makes me happy and makes me feel refreshed because I know spring and like summer are around the corner. I personally love fall and winter. Those are like my favorite times of the year because I'm more of a cold person. But more and more each year, I tend to look forward to spring and summer because I love the beach. Um, so here in CT, it's cold most of the year. So we don't get to like go to the beach as much as I would like. So that makes me look forward to summer. So let me know in the chat what your favorite season is. Oh, it looks like Steph's here. Perfect. Okay. So she's reading The Iron Raven by Julie Kagawa. I couldn't remember the name of the book, but that is perfect. Alrighty. Yeah, so here is Steph's comment. So Steph is in the chat. So she'll be participating in the sprint. Perfect. All right. Steph, is there anything else that you want to mention or add? If there is, feel free to put it in the chat, like about your book or anything like that, what you think of it so far. Feel free to do so. But if like you're good to go, we can definitely start reading. So let me know in the chat if you're ready to start a sprint, and then I'll get that going. Just give her a second here. So grab your coffee, your drink of choice, get cozy on the couch with a blanket or whatever you want to do, and get ready to settle into our first sprint. I'm going to pull up an ambiance in a minute. I love watching ambiance videos when I'm working, reading, everything like that. I'm sure you guys like them too. So I'm really excited for the sprint, and like I said, I'm starting a new book, so it's really fun. Um, so yeah, I'm just gonna wait for Steph to confirm that she's ready to get started. I'm thinking it's 1:16 Eastern time right now, so I'm thinking to sprint until 2 o'clock, so about a 45-minute sprint. And I don't know how long this reading sprint is gonna go on for today. It'll probably be 1 to 2 hours. But if you're in the chat, let us know like if you've done reading sprints before, how long you like them to be. Do you like them to be like an hour, short and sweet? Or do you like really long sprints? I know the ones I love from like Liv's Library here on YouTube, hers are like 3 hours long. So, and I love long sprints. So I'm gonna put it in the chat to get your opinion. Because I personally like really long sprints, but it depends on like what you're doing that day too. Most booktubers do them during the week at night, so they don't really have anything else going on. But the weekend might be different. You might have plans. And for our future sprints, so we're thinking of hosting every other Saturday, either in the morning on Saturdays like this or in the afternoon. So let us know in the chat what time you prefer. Do you prefer morning, Saturday morning sprints or afternoon? We're fine with either one. We want you to be able to join us. So we're flexible. But yeah, I like really long sprints. So the longer the better because it just gives you more time to read. But like I said, we're in the 24-hour readathon this weekend. I'm kind of calling it a 48-hour because I'm going to read all weekend. But the one, like, happening on BookTube is 24 hours. So I'm just gonna try to read as much as I can this weekend. We don't really have plans. Um, it's just a chill weekend. The weather's not that great. So, it's just a great weekend to stay home and get some reading in. So pretty much just gonna be reading all weekend, and then I have to edit a video, and then I just have to do, like, weekly reset things like I do on Sundays, like laundry, washing my sheets, prepping for the week, planning, all that stuff. But I hope to get as much reading done this weekend as I can. I actually didn't read last night on Friday night, which is a fail because that is not a great way to start the weekend off. I usually do like to read Friday after work to start the weekend on a good note, but I didn't last night. I was too tired. So it's okay. We're starting today. It's all good. But I usually get the most reading done on weekends. Um, Even though I read during the week as well. I like to read after work at night during the week. All right, so I'm gonna get started with the sprint. So, okay, it's about 1:19 now. So we're gonna do 40 minutes. So we are going to sprint for 40 minutes until 2 o'clock Eastern time. So let's get this going here. So we're gonna do 40 minutes, and I think that should be a good time. So I'm just gonna pull up my ambience and we will get started. Happy reading, everyone, and thanks for joining us. All right, we are done with the first sprint. I can't believe that was 40 minutes. That went by so, so fast, didn't it? Let me know in the chat how much reading you were able to get done. I'm gonna leave a comment here. And I had a very successful sprint. Like I said, I'm reading Love a la Mode, and I just started it during the sprint, and I read 70 pages, which is really good. I'm a pretty fast reader, but I don't usually read 70 pages in 40 minutes. So I'm really happy with my progress. You could see how much I've read so far. And I am really liking this book so far. I had an idea, like I said, that I would enjoy it because I love Paris. They're in Paris. I love anything cooking. So, if you haven't heard of this book, it's about some high school students who love to cook and bake, and they apply for this program in Paris, where it's kind of like a cooking school. And so the book focuses on the two main characters. They are Rosie and Henry, and they met on the plane on the way to Paris. Rosie's from Ohio, and Henry's from Chicago, so they were on the same flight. Um, so the book starts like on the plane. They meet, they instantly like each other, and they realize they're going to the same place. They're both going to the same school in Paris, which is fun. So, in the first 70 pages, it was their journey getting to Paris, getting to the school where they would be cooking and, studying and everything. And then they like settled into their dorm rooms. Um, and then they just had their first like cooking assignment to test their skills. So they had to make a French omelet. And all the students like had to do that, and then they taste tested them. They want to see kind of like where their skills are and like if they're in the right place, and it's a very very strict program, so it was very hard to get in. So they want to make sure everybody there deserves to be there, and everybody in this book is from like a different country. It's really cool. So Rosie and Henry are from America, and then there's a bunch of other characters. One girl is from like Tokyo, one guy is from Sweden. So it's really cool. So it's like people from all over the world that are there in Paris for this cooking like program, baking program. So they had to create a French omelet. Some of them passed the test and did really well, others didn't. So that is how much I got through. That is what happened in the first 70 pages. I really like it so far. And yeah, it was a YA book, and like I said, I wasn't sure about it because I don't read much YA anymore since I'm older. But the writing's very, very easy to read. It's very quick. There's a lot of dialogue, and I really like the main characters. So I'm really, really enjoying this book so far. I'm happy I was able to get through 70 pages for my first time reading it. So that's my reading update. Put in the chat, even if you're watching the replay, how many pages you read in this first sprint. I would love to know. Steph, if you're here, also put your reading update in the chat. Let us know how many pages you were able to read if you ended up reading. Would love to know how much reading you were able to get done. So definitely put it in the chat. I'll put my update in the chat. But yeah, I'm loving the book so far. I recommend reading it for sure. I'm glad Steph bought it a while ago because I had never heard of it. And Steph's the one of us that's more up to date on like new releases and such. So I love having her as a guide because like we both love reading, but she's the one that watches booktube more, and she spends more time like learning about books and like new releases. She worked at Barnes and Noble, she worked at a library, so she has a lot of experience and she knows a lot of books. So I love having her around, because like I said, while I love to read and everything, she knows a lot more about books than I do. So I don't know when she bought this stuff. If you want to comment like how long ago you bought this, let us know if you remember. But I'm really glad she got it. Even though she lost interest in it and she didn't want to read it anymore, I'm glad I like decided to try it out because I'm really, really enjoying it so far. It's just what I need. Um, like I mentioned, like yesterday, I was kind of feeling a bit slumpy and like not sure what book I should read next. So after going through that pile of books I showed you that I was considering, I'm really glad that I picked this one. So I'm really enjoying it, and it's very, like I said, it's very, very easy to read since it's a young adult book. So I honestly could probably finish this. I could probably read the whole thing either today or tomorrow. I definitely want to read at least one book this weekend. That's usually my goal, maybe two if I can. Um, this book has about 323 pages, so it's not too long. It's like your standard length for a like contemporary romance book, but it's a really, really cute read. I just love like cooking shows and baking shows, and I love to cook and bake personally. So anytime there's a book like this, and like I said, it's also set in Paris, and I love anything set in Paris. Like I love the show Emily in Paris, like everything like that. I loved the YA book Anna and the French Kiss I read like in high school. So I love anything Paris themed, and I've never been to Paris. I hope to go someday, but let me know in the chat if you've been to Paris. Like that is definitely on my bucket list. It just looks like so beautiful, and I really want to try like all of their French food and everything like that. It just seems like amazing. But I hope you guys enjoyed the sprint. Like I said, share in the chat how many pages you ended up reading, and if you ended up reading during the sprint, or if you ended up like getting up to something else and not sprinting. Sometimes it happens during sprints where like we get distracted or like we have to do something else, like we have to clean or cook. So comment below what you got up to in the first sprint, whether you were able to get some reading done or not, and book you're currently reading. I would love to know, even if you're watching the replay, because I will go back. Steph and I will go back, even if you're watching the replay, and we will read your comments and reply. So even if you're watching the replay, definitely know that you can still participate and answer our questions in the chat, and then we will respond after the stream is um, up on YouTube, because YouTube automatically uploads your live sprints and your live streams to your channel after they're done. So this will go up on our channel a little bit after we're done, which I love that YouTube does that. And it'll be under the lives tab of our channel. So you can access all of our lives, all of our reading sprints and everything under the live section of our channel. When you click on our channel, just go to the lives section and you'll see all of our past sprints. And like I said, we're going to be doing these every other Saturday as we can. So stay tuned and make sure to check on the community tab on our channel for updates on like the schedule, and so when we're sprinting next, in case you want to come on and join us live. We would love to have you. I don't know if Steph is here because she's not writing anything. Steph, if you're here, put something in the chat so I know that you're here. She might be doing something else, so I'm not sure. Yeah. I'm debating whether we should do another sprint or what. Let me see. I'm gonna write a comment and see if Steph responds. I know she's watching it on YouTube, and YouTube is delayed versus like StreamYard. So I know it is a little bit delayed. So I'm gonna wait a second just to see if she comments. Since we're doing the sprint together, I want her opinion. So let's see if she responds. Just take a minute here. Take a little breather. If you wanna grab another coffee or, something fun, like a snack, go for it. Take a couple minutes. If you need a bathroom run, anything like that, because 'cause we're probably gonna do another sprint, but just take a break for a few minutes until we do our next one. I had my coffee this morning, so I'm just drinking my water here. But it's just a cozy Saturday afternoon, and, we just wanted to come on and do a sprint, so I personally love reading on the weekends. It's just so calm because I don't work weekends. Since I have my own business, I get to choose when I work. So take weekends off completely. I don't do any work for my business on the weekends. I need the break because I hustle hard Monday through Friday. So I need that work-life balance in order to do my best when I am working. So on the weekends, I like to literally I'll work on YouTube stuff for our channel. So if we need to film content, we'll do that. I'll edit videos. I'll do like YouTube work, but it's fun work. It's not work. We absolutely love YouTube. We've watched YouTube pretty much since it started in 2005. So, and we just started to really like do this channel together last year. So we're so thankful for all your support. Thank you to those who are subscribed to our channel. We really, really appreciate you being here. We are really looking to grow this channel and do so much with it this year. So much fun content is coming. So make sure you're subscribed if you're not already. We would really, really love to have you join our community. If you love business content, lifestyle content, planning, reading, and books, vlogs, cooking, baking, fashion, you name it. We do all of those types of content here on this channel, and we would love to have you join our community. So definitely hit the subscribe button if you're not already, and give this live a thumbs up if you enjoy it to let us know that you enjoyed it and that you want to see more sprints from us. But yeah, this is so much fun. We hope to come live as much as we can. So we're gonna try to do every other Saturday to start. Um, but we really want to grow this channel this year with you all and, get to know you and like really support you. If you have any video requests, let us know in the chat. We want to make content that you guys want to see um, on this channel together. But we love YouTube because it's such a fun way to document your life and, build a community and really engage with other people who are like you. And have the same interests. That's what I love especially about the booktube community here is that like we all love books and are able to come together and talk about books and read together. And it's just an amazing way to connect and engage. So I'm so grateful for YouTube. So we really want to grow our channel this year. So make sure you're subscribed and you come back and we watch our videos. We upload a video every Monday and Friday. So we upload twice a week on the different topics I mentioned. So yeah, definitely let us know if you have any requests and make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss any of our videos and our live reading sprints like this. But yeah, we can't thank you enough for your support on this channel. We've already seen so much growth. So thank you so, so, so much. I can't express in enough words how grateful we are to have you here. So thank you so much. We really appreciate you. All right, so it's 2:14. So, we're gonna jump into another sprint. I think we're gonna do a 45-minute. So we'll read until 3 o'clock Eastern. So this will probably be our last sprint for the day. So we'll do one more. So if you can't jump back in right away, don't worry about it. Do what you need to do. But you could feel free to jump in anytime. So I'm gonna get this ready for, like I said, we're gonna sprint until 3. So we are going to do 45 minutes, which is like a really good amount of time, I think. It's plenty of time. So I'm going to pull the ambience. I'm going to pull the ambience up again. And I'm just gonna put the timer on. All right, so I just put a comment that we're starting our last sprint. Perfect. So we're gonna do 45 minutes. Like I said, we're gonna read until 3 o'clock. So feel free to jump back in whenever you can. And if you're just joining, welcome. Thank you so much for joining our sprint. We're so happy you're here. Um, we are reading on here together. That's what a reading sprint is. So feel free to hop on and join us now. So we're starting our second and last sprint of the day. So we're going to read for 45 minutes until 3 o'clock Eastern time. The details are in the chat. If you're just coming on, let us know in the chat what book you're currently reading. We would love to know. Thank you so much. Let's get started with the sprint, and happy reading, everyone. All right, time is up. It is 3 o'clock. I cannot believe how fast time flies for these sprints. That 45 minutes really just went by so fast. Um, but let me know in the chat how much reading you were able to get done in the second sprint. I read 76 more pages. So um, I'm on page 146 of Love a la Mode, and I am just loving this book so much so far. I love it even more, like, the more I read it, but I have to tell you, this book is making me so hungry because it's all about cooking and baking, and the characters are exploring Paris right now, when they're not in class, like, on the weekend, and oh my goodness, they're trying, like, all these, like, croissants and crepes and all the French pastries, so just making me so hungry right now and just in dire need of some kind of sweet treat. Um, I'm ready for an afternoon treat. It's, like, the middle of the afternoon, so sometimes, I'll make, like, a coffee or something, but I think I'm definitely gonna grab a treat after this, live, like, some kind of treat or something to hold me over till dinner because, like, this book, oh my goodness, is just making me so hungry, and that is what always happens to me every time I read, like, a food-themed book. So just a fair warning, if you read this book, it will make you hungry. Same thing for every time I read a cozy mystery that's about like some kind of chef or baker, they always make me hungry because they're always talking about food and there's like recipes in the back of the books. I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about, but they just make me so hungry, like these food books. So I'm definitely going to grab a snack in a few. Even if you're watching the replay, let us know in the chat how many pages you were able to get done. I would love to know. And if you're watching the replay, I will respond to your comment later on, or to your comment in the chat. I would love to know how much reading you got done. So for this 2-hour reading sprint, I read 146 pages. Not too shabby. That's pretty good. Like, I think that's definitely more reading than I typically do in a sprint. So you can see I'm about like halfway through the book now. But yeah, it's super cute. I highly recommend this book, and I'm going to continue with stuff filming a reading vlog this weekend. Like I said, so stay tuned for that. That will be up after this video. I'm filming a whole vlog with stuff for the 24-hour readathon that's happening. So stay tuned. That vlog will be coming soon to this channel, but I'm going to be uploading a different reading vlog to this channel first. So that will be Monday's video. I'm uploading a weekend reading vlog from back when it was Super Bowl weekend back in February. So stay tuned. That is going to be Monday's video. More fun book content for you. But that is, I think, going to be it for our reading sprint today. Thank you so much for being here and for joining. I really appreciate it. And I know Steph appreciates it too. Even though she wasn't able to come live with me on here, she, like I said, was still watching passively and in chat. So, um, yeah, we really appreciate you being here. We appreciate your support so much. We hope you enjoy these sprints as much as we love doing them. Like I said before, we're going to be doing these sprints every other Saturday, um, moving forward, either in the morning or the afternoon. So make sure you're subscribed to our channel so you're notified of our sprints, and make sure to check the community tab weekly on our channel because we post a lot of updates in there. So you'll be notified there. About our next sprint. So we'll probably do our next one not a week from today, but 2 weeks from today. On the next Saturday in March. So that would be March 18th, I believe, will be our next sprint. And we're doing different themes for each sprint. So it's a rainy, like snowy weekend here. So this theme is a snowy winter weekend reading sprint, but we're going to do different fun themes for each sprint. But yeah, really hope you enjoyed. Thank you for being here. We're gonna end off today's sprint so I can go get a sweet treat because this book made me so hungry. I need some kind of snack right now. So we're gonna close it out for today. Thank you so much for being here. Make sure to like and subscribe for more reading sprints on this channel from us. We absolutely love reading. We want to share this with you. So we hope some of you are also readers and you want to share and have this online book club. Please subscribe to join our community if you're not already. Have a wonderful rest of your Saturday and your weekend. Stay tuned for another reading vlog coming soon that's being filmed and for Monday's video. Definitely check out this replay if you missed it, and we appreciate you watching the replay as well. Let us know what book you read for this sprint and what book you're reading this weekend in the chat. We would love to hear from you. So we really appreciate you being here and joining us today, taking some time out of your Saturday to spend with us. So thank you so much again. Have a lovely rest of your weekend, and we will be back very, very soon with our next sprint and hope you could join us then. So take care and enjoy the rest of your day. We'll see you again soon. Bye, everyone.